blonde beach bum look. The start of this season, Ken Owens with the carry now. So Ulster absorbing a little bit of pressure from the visitors. Here's Patchell. We know Patchell has bags of pace and acceleration.
Gareth Davis has it. Just the hold up come. Ken Owens, wriggle for the line. Is he over? He is! At last! It pays off for the Scarlets. Try awarded. Scarlets turn over ball.
Still playing.
They can afford to be a little bit reckless here because it's their advantage. Hadley Parks. Parks, one pass should do it for Gareth Davis. Brilliant! Turnover ball again for the Scarlets. Ken Owens tried to ship it on quickly. Via the bounce, it comes to James Davis. Chance now for the Scarlets. Gareth Davis with the run-in. Turnover equals try. Now the Scarlets have a better type of momentum, the old loop pass. But it allows Phil Price to take it up to halfway. Dan Jones, quick hands, Fonatia. Lee Halfpenny gets the pass back to Fonatia. The third try in just 11 minutes. Kieran Fonatia for the Scarlets. Knock on by the Scarlets. Advantage being played. Tavuyara in hot pursuit. Lee Halfpenny beats him. Advantage over. And away comes Thompson. Delivers the pass. Gareth Davis is in for his second try. Again, turnover. And set. Gareth Davis to feed the scrimmage. Davis quickly, Johnny McNichol doesn't want to run out of space, reaches out, try awarded for Johnny McNichol. The Scottish scrum half, playing it outside half for the Scarlets. Bramstein was told no, but we now play on as away come the Scarlets. Paul Asquith is on, the Australian 7 specialist. A wonderful solo run and a wonderful offload to Tom Pridey. Surely it must be McNichol inside. Ed Kennedy, can he get it down? He can! The Scarlets find their rhythm in the last quarter of the game. It's been a long time. 2 bonus points. Paul Asquith sets it up. Davis. Hidalgo Klein. Oh, Tom Pridey with the run-in. Clever kick, clever finish.
Davis digs it out. Fonatia, lovely floated ball to McNichol. Oh, McNichol has got inside Cian Gallagher and has scored a wonderful try. Coming in from Asquith, the Australian. Patchell. Ball. He's got over his injury, and that is a fantastic offload. And surging up the park was Jones. Hidalgo Klein. Patchell. Pridey, Parks inside, Parks gives to Pridey, who's going to get a try, and Scarlets are right back in this. And that is
found a little gap for himself, taking play deep into the Southern Kings 22. Quick ball, Jonathan Davis out to Blomkeys. One more pass should do it. Ryan Elias it is who's out there, the hooker. There's a big gap on the narrow side. Jonathan Davis. He's hungry, isn't he?
They're testing his hamstring out tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, lovely work. Straight down the middle goes Paul Asquith in his first competitive start of the season. Spent 2 seasons with Toulouse in France.
use it.
Good solid platform there for Hidalgo Klein. Asquith on the loop again is Hidalgo Klein. Jonathan Davis, is he in for his second try? Of course he is. Silky skills from the tight head ball forward.
It's good pace off the mark as well from Creer.
Kings man down again. Davis looks for his hat-trick. A final pass to Nicholas. Slithers in for the bonus point try for the Scarlets. Be away over the hill by that time. 4 tries already have the Scarlets. driving home here, and it's there. Lots of fist pumping, and it's the young man on his first competitive game here.
Fantastic ball, so odds on this is going to stay in.
First appearance for Mark Jones, formerly with Sale in the English Premiership at hooker. Simon Gardner driving forward. Can he get there? I think he may have done, and taken the camera with him. 40 points to 14. I think we've seen the end of scoring as yet. Could well be another score here. Scarlets look most likely to get it, and they will, through this young man, Steph Evans. The young man is back. It's Simon Gardner, who's already got one try to his name.
Yeah, it's better defence from the Kings pack.
The kick over the top. It fell into the hands of a Southern Kings player. Well, you're Johnny on the spot, and that's Kieran.
And gets it. Thompson again. You can see the intensity in both defences. All of a sudden, they're just running, flying out that line. And sometimes that'll be the difference. If one player comes out that line without the others, that's where the gaps are made.
Round the back from Patso to Folletier. Folletier to the 22. Back inside. McNichol. He'll go all the way.
Anywhere near that try line is always a danger.
Well, all three tries he scored for the Scarlets this season have been crucial tries in the win over double champions Leicester and over Benetton, who came so close. How close will Patchell come? Not so close. Reece Patchell.
Davis with the pudding.
Stay.
Good scrum.
Oh, Davis goes himself. What a step from the scrum half. What a finish. For the tackle. It almost looked high there from Wenceslas-Loré. Here's Gareth Davis. They've come offside of Racing, so there's a penalty coming. Jonathan Davis, a little stab through, and it's now a foot raise, and look at McNichol.
He's had his trials in the early part of the season. He's played an awful lot of rugby. Tom Pridey's been preferred very often. Lovely inside ball though for Baldring, and the offload is a magnificent one. And he's sliding all the way in here, Davis. A try last week. Popped up by Evans, who runs a lovely inside line, and he's over. Brilliant bit of opportunism from Steph Evans. Strong in the tackle. Young's needing a little bit of space. Oh my goodness, where's that gone? Johnny May looking to chase after it. Samson Lee and Gareth Davis getting in a tangle. Samson Lee, Ken Owens and Gareth Davis getting in a tangle. And Davis is straightening. He's off towards the try line. He's got Evans on his outside, but he won't need him. He's got Blade Thompson on the inside. And the Scarlets.
Out of the wee man. On the 5 metre line, here come the Scarlets. This is an enormous opportunity for the side in red. Can they get this ball moving forward? Yes, they can. They've spun away. They're away and they're in. David Hughes crosses the line. The Kings do not throw up a jumper. The Scarlets bring it down. Can they roll forward with this ball again? The Kings have overcommitted to corkscrewing it, and the Scarlets march over. Based on the Scarlets side, this is hotly contested, and it has come back on the side of the Welshmen, cutting straight through and looking outside. Will Boyd has fell to Dalgo Klein. The pass is perfect on the inside, and stretching away under the post is Ewan Nicholas. Pace without passing the ball away. It's the pick and go at high speed. Zeka Seam almost saw some space. Hidalgo Klein. Werner Krier dominates the Kings defenders. Welcomes himself over the try line. Slow ball, no problem for Scarlets. They're ready to be patient. Tom Price on the carry this time. Hardy dummies going for the line. He's been wrapped up by a number of Kings defenders. Flops over the line. Snatch it away from them. Oh, just dragged back in. Another fine lineup from the Scarlets. They've been wonderful in receiving the ball in the air, and 99% of the time at their rolling maul, which is looking good again. Clear attempts to collapse that maul by Balakina. The Scarlets are through, and they're going to score again. They've just shut this match down. The Kings looking so good.
Suspension. McLeod, great hit from Mata. Hits as hard as he carries. And that's good running from Fonatia. Gets the pass away too, that's magnificent. And into the arms of Morgan Williams, and what a score that is. A brilliant response from Elias. Once more. McLeod. And chipped through, it was nicely done. And from Dan Jones to Paul Asquith, it is. Well, the Scarlets have the flyers in Johnny McNichol and Johan Nicholas out on the right-hand side. It's with the fullback, one step, he's round Cecchino. And Johnny McNichol adds another try to his collection, and the Scarlets go into the lead.
In numbers, 3 metres out, Kassim. Taken by Reedy, the Ulster number 7. Driving forward, pumping the legs. That's David Bulbring, the number 5. This time perhaps with a Croya by about 2 feet. Croya looking to use his strength. Oh, well done. Under a pile of bodies. Well, he may have been denied a few minutes ago. Scarlets have only won 3 of their last 11 matches against Irish provinces in all competitions since the start of last season. So they're on the way here, and McNichol looks to get them on the front foot, tackled by Louis Ludic. Oh, great work by Kassim. The high-stepping Uzair Kassim takes on Mike Lowry, the fullback. And can the Scarlets get another score before the break? It might be possible. Fonatia, what a step! And sets off.
Yeah, Ulster defending very well. Scarlets having to put one up runners, but there's room on the right-hand side.
They've got the men here. This time perhaps Bridie for the corner. He's convinced that his score.
Well, Glasgow have been quite clever here. They're making Scarlets go to the wing, which is allowing them to use the old touchline as extra defensive member here.
Here's Kassim, it's on for the Scarlets. Here's Jonathan Davies. Davis gets within 10 metres. Kassim's at the base. George Horn looks like he might have his hands on it. He's been called, get his hands off it. On the ground first. Does well. Steph Evans again at first receiver. His second or third touch in this bit of play. The ball's out loose. Hardy isolated.
He's done well to regather that. Scarlett's got to get back in shape now.
Rob Evans, here's Jonathan Davies again. Big powerful man, and too powerful on this occasion. Davies. Really impressive performance by the skipper. His first time captaining for almost 5 years. Keble carries, makes 3 metres. What an impact he's made. Here's Frisbee. Interception by Jonathan Davis. Davis being chased down by Nick Grigg. It's the 2 number 13s, and Davis looks to be stretching away. Ball goes inside, and that's out to Blumenthal. And here's Steph Evans, who will have the run into the corner. Desperate effort by McDowell. That he has, he's going to lose a number of players, a large number of players for the autumn and the Six Nations. These youngsters and these guys who come in at this stage have done well, but here's Pacho looking to finish things off inside to Asquith, gets his hands free, and Blumencheese scores. Scarlets celebrate. It's that man Clayton Blumencheese.
22, and Davis has it. Rory Best trying to put him down. Eventually the ball breaks up, and it's there for Gareth Davis. Out to his captain Ken Owens, trying to bounce off the tackle. Still there for Scarlets, little dummy by the scrum half. Oh, beautiful feet. Gareth Davis 5 metres short. Pick and go this time. Ulster scrambling back to defend. Owens once more. Samson Lee, can he power his way over? Gareth Davis goes left. Numbers on the outside, to get it for Steph Evans. Doesn't need it. Steph Evans touches down. So Marty Moore puts him down. Patchell, McNichol, James Davis. 2 to bring him down. Lovely. McNichol. Oh, the other one is beautiful. And Steph Evans is going to go in for a second. Well, that was on a plate, and it was all Check the beautiful quick hands from Johnny McNichol.
Well, they've been hammering away.
Scarlets won't even have a losing bonus point. They need to score from this visit. McNichol to Davis on the outside. Opportunity for Davis. Dan Davis rolling. Can he get it down?
Brilliant.
He has. He's got the try. It is a lifeline for Scarlets.
Well, they should have scored in that corner 2 minutes earlier, but it was bombed.
They're just 7 metres away. Coetzee. Tackle from Bulbrink. Cooney again. But it's intercepted. And Ulster are caught on the hop. And Scarlets are going to find a way, or are they? Because a cross to make the tackle will come. Addison and the kick from Davis. And who will it find? It finds the post and eventually Davis.
What a try.
Oh, what about that? To back it up after last week, there's been inconsistency from Ulster at times. And, well, 2 decent performances in a row, and contention in Europe will set them fair for Christmas. As Scarlets try for consolation and will get consolation as Tom Pridey
2 minutes, Luke.
Finds the grounding.
Incident for a long time to come again. It's a high kick from Lloyd Williams. But here's a chance for Johnny McNichol. A clear path to the try line, and that's his 5th try of the season, and that is the best possible response.
On his character as well. Shows a lot of determination in him.
Parks gives the ball on the wraparound. Oh, Ascot, lovely off-road to Nichols. And Everton a simple try. Good as the play against the call from Parks and Davis. Quick feet from the one centre. Does well to hold on. Well, Hidalgo Klein will go quickly, taps it himself, goes live wire, and the Scarlets
as well. Now Papalani trying to put him down, but he can't. Beautiful carry for the Scarlets number 2. There for Gareth Davis. They're lining up the home side, 5 metres short of that Tigers line. Will we get the game's first score? Almost there on that occasion. Can they recycle? Desperate Tigers defend. Gareth Davis with the dummy, and he's over. Did he get it down? Just short, forced backwards. I think he thought he'd scored there. Opportunity still there for Rob Evans though. Evans pushing his way there. Did he get that down? Yes, he did. Rob Evans bashes his way. 1 try already, looking for his 2nd. Davis. Elias. Leicester having to defend. Back with a scrum half. Lovely pop ball. Ken Owens still going. Ken Owens for the line.
Great try.
And the hooker goes back row. Smashes his way over, and look what that means to him. Side entry, so it's a penalty advantage and a free shot at the Tigers try line. On they go. Now, Tigers will be careful here not to give away yellow card if they come in from the wrong side again, because that's going forward, and they clearly have advantage here. Almost at the line now. This is brilliant work for the pack. Evans looking for a 2nd try. He's down. Rob Evans gets his quick tap, and off they go against them for offside. Now McNichol wasting no time. Scarlets in full flow here, and they're going to stretch the legs. Chance on the outside, Parks. The pass is good to Asquith. Asquith trying to go in the corner. Tackled by Olo Afeda. There for Davis again. Jones looking for numbers on the outside. Steph Evans gets the offload away. McNichol, little dummy from him. Win the pass away, and they're going to switch the point of attack. No, they're not. Bonatia through the gap, and another pass to McNichol. It's showboating stuff from the Scarlets, and the bonus point secured after 49 minutes.
Elbow half, we stay like that. Don't move.
Has it at the base then. He is quick. What's he going to do? Gives the pass away. Missed pass in the centre. Hadley Parks to the outside. Steph Evans for the corner. Evans is down. Did he get the ball down though? To stop the momentum. Can do nothing about it though. Ball in behind. Jones. Hands to Jonathan Davis on the outside to Steph Evans. Steph Evans for the corner. And the Scarlets are in for their first try. Beautiful hands. Forward now. Chance for Scarlets here. Helps. Goes to ground. Jonathan Davis. McLeod in behind, almost intercepted, but the Scarlets still have it. Goes to the wing. Steph Evans going to fancy his feet here. Little dink over the top now. Where's the cover back? A chance here. McNichol! Has he got that down?
Well, it looks from here like he has. Again, Scarlets getting on
his feet. Stafford Hughes.
Zebre absolutely screaming on the right hand side here, calling his racing defenders over.
Hidalgo Klein, back to Jonathan Davis, looping pass to the outside, to McNichol, he started it, can he finish it? What a try for Scarlets! What a score!
Asquith to Jones, and into midfield they go with Steph Hughes, and on from Fonatia. And Nicholas, and there's a little bit of daylight over on that far side, around that fringe defence, back inside. And it'll be a try for the scrum half, surely this time, and they've had to wait 51 minutes to get it. But Kieran Hardy gets a really...
But it was a delicious offload for that Abdelaziz to go through, though, wasn't it?
And Noel Reid, who got his try last week in Europe, absolutely important there. But here comes the second try, potentially for the scrum half for the Scarlets. Kieran Hardy, and he does get in.
Well, looks to get forward traction. Leaning forward was Asquith. Jones on the loop now, then there could be an opening here for Nicholas. Sidestep nicely, back inside to Hardy. Over he goes, but did he ground the ball? That is the only... Here's the ball carrying prop, Werner Kruger. Formerly with the Blue Bulls in Pretoria. The gap opens up for Steph Evans. He's an excellent finisher, but delivers this time for Johnny McNichol, and that's the best. Pressure on. Nicholas. Great check. This is Boyd. The Scarlets have the advantage. They want to spread it wide quickly here, whilst the Benetton defence perhaps is in a little disarray. Fonatia, tight grip on the ball. This looks promising. One more pass will not be needed, and it's McNichol again coming up trumps. The Scarlets up to the visitors 22. Nicholas out to McNichol, back in his favourite position at wing three-quarter, through the gap, looking for his 8th try of the season. 5 metres short of the Cheetahs try line. The Scarlets looking for the opening score here. It might yet come. Werner Kruger, he's been on the score sheet a few times this season, and would you believe it, the man who gets the opening score. Gatland's first pick. Hardy, this time to young Josh Helps, getting a run of games. Highly regarded youngster. Fonatia, out it goes to Josh McLeod. Lovely work by McNichol here. Can he get the ball down? Yes, he can.
Hughes.
Jones has a quick look, keeps it low. Fonatia gives chase. The bounce is kind, and that's a third. From 36 points. 8 points adrift of the qualifying places. Occupied now by Edinburgh on 44, following their on 45 rather. Hardy, lovely work by the scrum half. Can he go all the way inches short? He's been tackled, so he has to leave the ball behind. Josh McLeod, though, picks up. Over he goes. 19 minutes on the clock, and the Scarlets. Cheetahs again looking for turf on the narrow side. Kasim, out it goes to Asquith. Asquith looks to brush aside the attentions of Gian Schoeman. Scarlets again through Kasim, halfpenny up from fullback. Dan Jones throws the long floated pass out wide. Are you happy? He asked Chris Busby, the referee's assistant on the near side. Sun might have been in his eyes. A hint of a forward pass, but the Scarlets press on.
Leave it now.
You play the whistle. Wyn Jones to the try line, and over he goes for the first try. Schoeman floats it out to Fenter. The interception from McNichol. Asquith. Great awareness there from Johnny McNichol. The grateful recipient. That's Josh McLeod. Queuing up outside. Kasim again. He was a decoy runner. Lovely pass out the back door from Johnny McNichol to Johan Nicholas. A great piece of skill from Johnny McNichol.
Have to score from here, surely the Scarlets.
That's Steph Evans.
Leave it!
Rob Evans pounding away at that Blues try line, and finally
Steph Evans lurking as we can see behind the scrum. There you see the setup. He creates the extra man.
Johnny McNichol, his ankle right on the near touchline. Lovely sleight of hand there. Steph Evans can't get through that pile of bodies. Almost though. Ken Owens this time.
Stay on.
Rob Evans once again.
Leave it.
So close to that Blues try line. This ball won't go far. Owens.
Ball is out.
Gareth Davis has a good look. Marshalling his troops again right under the nose of John Lacey. What a scintillating opening 40 minutes it was from the Cardiff Blues. The best opening 40 of the season, no question of that. John Lacey verging down on his knees. Well, this guy's got pace, he won't go all the way up, but Daisy. Well, as simple as that, Johan Nicholas gets his 5th try of the season, and if he scores another one before the end of the season...
Down to Gareth Davis. Hadley Parks makes ground. James Davis. Jones infield to Lee Halfpenny. Halfpenny to Gareth Davis. Gareth Davis goes over. They might just have a look at one of the passes. Feels the weight of a handoff. Driven up. Steve Cummins.
Off feet now.
McNichol happy to play acting outside half. Kennell's good, quick hands to Steph Evans. Evans for the line, gives it back to Jonathan Davis. The Scarlets. Chichely seems to be turning in already under pressure from Wyn Jones. Kasim comes away with it. The front row did all the hard work and the powerhouse from the second row. And the number 8 from the back row takes full advantage. It's good scrum, better scrummage for the Scarlets. Dan Jones. Here's Hadley Parks. Hadley Parks scores the second try, made again by the scrummage.
Yeah. We said that, didn't we? All they need is a solid platform. Zebre had lost the back already.
Hardy to Patchell, who comes right. Parks to Johnny McNichol. McNichol has the speed to beat Renton.
But it's patience now. You know, it doesn't matter if you've got to go through 20, 30 phases until you break them. You just look after the ball, you do your own job.
Kasim. Oh, nearly through. Kasim gets back on his feet. It's there! The 4th try. The year. Will Boyd has taken over the captaincy. It's a nice touch. His last game at Parker Scarlets. Will Boyd is leading. Lee Halfpenny up to the edge of the 22. Reece Patchell. Oh, Johnny McNichol. Great line. Great pass. Kieran Hardy. Will Boyd in support. Kieran Hardy with all the speed he needs. What a try by the replacement scrum half.
Wow. Wow.
The Zebre defence, and then just backs himself. You know, there you're thinking, is he going to get caught? Great finish from Kieran Hardy. Brilliant play. And they're away again.
Off we go. Straight back into it. Johan Nicholas. Try number 6 for the Scarlets.
It's a buffet now, isn't it? All you can eat. Free for all.
Tackle on Josh McLeod. The ball is still there for the Scarlets. McNichol quickly into the hands of Hadley Parks this time. Surely one more pass. Nicholas for the line.
Always in their lead up. One is always there.
Scarlets in the custom blue and white shirts this afternoon. And outside half, it's Hadley Parks circling round. There was Dan Jones, a clear run in for the Scarlets' top try scorer, Johnny McNichol. All the Scarlets players now on the open side as Ken Owens goes to ground. Parks, well tackled, well held up. Halfpenny up from fullback. The Scarlets need to retain possession. They're a man down at the moment.
No arms. No arms.
Down some 8 meters from the Dragons try line on the far side of the field. Sean Davis, heated and abetted by half Benny Davis. Got it, Davis, it's a chip. Hands on the ball. Ball slowed down by the Dragons. Still the advantage is there. John Davis spots a gap.
What an offload from Ken Owen.
Lovely pass again from Patchell. This is Will Boyd racing into the Dragons. 22. And the Scarlets are the bit between their teeth now. And this is what Patchell gives you. McNichol for the corner. Johnny McNichol, a brace of tries.
The options both sides. They keep going the same way. Now comes the switch. Gareth Davis, Dan Jones, Parks again, floats it to Johnny McNichol. Good footwork by McNichol to Jonathan Davis, and the Scarlets, do they strike? They do! Try awarded.